Recording is started, sir. You may continue, sir.
Thank you. How many people are there?
We have 52, sir.
Okay. But the members' numbers we'll have to see. I think 3 are staff. So we have 49 members. We waited for the quorum to be complete for 15 minutes. And thus, as per the bylaws, we are taking the number of people present as the quorum and we are going ahead. I request the secretary and the joint secretary to kindly uh, commence the proceedings of the second AGM of the Sainik Seva Samiti.
Thank you, Admiral. I think the first agenda is your few words to start the AGM.
Right, sir. Thank you. Respected members, esteemed veterans, and Veer Naris, good evening and warm welcome to our second general body meeting of Sainik Seva Samiti. First and foremost, my heartfelt thanks to all the members present for joining this meeting and for your overwhelming support in responding to the AGM agenda points poll. This AGM is especially significant as it is the first under the new board of directors and also first time that an agenda points web poll was conducted in accordance with our bylaws. Organizing the AGM in a virtual format and voting on agenda points through web polling marks an important milestone in the transparent and democratic functioning of our Samiti. I extend special gratitude to Colonel Murli, Commander Benjamin Charles, and Wing Commander Ravi Shankar for the excellent work done in organizing this virtual AGM, painstakingly compiling the agenda points and conducting the web poll with dedication and professionalism. Equally thanks to all board members for their unwavering support to the office bearers and continuous efforts for the welfare of our members. Our office bearers who deserve sincere appreciation for their selfless and tireless work, done purely out of dedication to the veteran community. A special note of thanks to Brigadier Moham Jaisinghani, Surgeon Lieutenant Commander Ajit Kulkarni, and Commander Nozar Engineer for their significant contribution for concluding the health policy 2025-26, which is benefiting and will continue for the benefit of all our members. We are deeply grateful to Mrs. Grovide and their team, Shri Brijesh and Pooja Dwivedi, Shri Paresh Bhatt, and all supporting staff for their valuable assistance. Web Administrator Colonel Murli deserves special mention for running our website and related applications with utmost professionalism. He, along with Commander Benjamin Charles, have worked tirelessly to resolve various issues faced by members and patiently clarified matters whenever needed. I also thank every member for your patience and support towards our office bearers, even in the face of your own challenges. Your solidarity is the strength of Samiti, and we will always make all possible efforts to do everything possible within our powers so that as to hold up your faith. Lastly, I express my sincere gratitude to all members, directors, and office bearers for reposing confidence in me and for their cooperation and unwavering support even under trying conditions. We gather today as comrades, bound by the spirit of service and solidarity, looking after veterans, Veer Naris, and single ladies whose courage brings pride to our community. The board of directors and office bearers assure each and every one of you that our efforts will always continue for your good. Every initiative, program, and outreach is done purely on a voluntary and pro bono basis, out of dedication and gratitude for the uniformed fraternity. I really appreciate that. Quoting a शायरी here, वो देश के लिए मिट गए, वीरों का नाम अमर हो गया, पर पीछे जो छूट गए, हर आंसू में संसार हो गया. उनकी विधवाएं, वीर नारियां, हौसलों की मिसाल, समर्पण की जान, हर दर्द को मोहब्बत से सहती है, वो भी है देश के अभिमान. The year 2024 tested us, but with unity and transparency, we stand stronger than ever. Our scope goes beyond group health insurance, and we are exploring possibility for encompassing wellness, outreach, and retirement homes with you, the membership, always at the heart of all we do. Let us continue to volunteer support and uplift each other. The medals may fade, but our mission and compassion remain everlasting. Let us live our motto in every deed, the spirit of brotherhood and our common desire to give back drives us. Thank you for trusting us and for carrying the torch of courage both on the battlefield and at home. Jai Hind. I request the cooperation of all the members for smooth conduct of this AGM, and I will request the Honorable Secretary to kindly continue with the proceedings.
Thank you, Admiral.
Yes, sir, you can move the slide to item 2 now.
Sure.
Shall I start?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, now I am Dr. Kulkarni, Sergeant Lieutenant Commander, presenting the annual report for the year 2024 and 25. After the AGM last year, the following were the board of directors and the office bearers of the Sainik Seva Samiti. Vice Admiral Thackeray took over as the president. His taking over of the president was decided during the last AGM itself. Brigadier Mohan Jaisinghani is the vice president. Myself as the secretary, Commander Nozer Engineer, treasurer, Commander Benjamin Charles, joint secretary, Colonel Murlidharan is the web admin and now director admin. The other members of the board are Admiral Srinivasan, Admiral Anian George, Sergeant Commodore Puri, Commodore Raut, Colonel Talwar, Commander Dua, Commander Ashok Kumar, Commander Jairaman, Wing Commander Gauripati, Commander Devare, Squadron Leader Cherian, and Flight Lieutenant Chaudhary. Handing over of the responsibilities and accounts took place on the 2nd December 2024 in Mumbai, as the outgoing secretary was traveling and not available. Handing over itself has been acrimonious. Ex-secretary has steadfastly refused to hand over email, passwords, communications, etc., in spite of many requests. SSS had changed the broker a few weeks prior to handing over. There was a lack of communication and trust with the new broker chosen by the ex-secretary in an arbitrary manner and without justification. Change in broker was not a decision taken by the board of Sainik Seva Samiti. Therefore, we reverted to Prudent, who was the broker earlier, and this was communicated to New India Assurance, our insurance agent. After a number of meetings with Prudent, the system was back to normal. Insurance statistics. In 2024, 2,747 lives were insured for various amounts and rupees 5 crores 28 lakhs 72,317 plus GST at 18% was paid towards premium. Till 28 January 25, 597 claims were made for a claimed amount of 8 crores 81,000 lakhs 93,204 and passed for 5 lakhs 5 crores 63,000 58,531. That is 107%. The average claim size was rupees 94,403. Diseases of the genitourinary system contributed to 27% of claims. This is a natural because most of us are above 60 years of age, and complaints like prostate enlargement, urinary infections, and kidney related issues is quite common in this age group. It's not an alarming numbers. As a physician, let me emphasize that. Malignancies were 15%. This is an alarming number, actually, even from the medical point of view, because don't forget, all of us underwent a medical examination every year. Now, whether these malignancies were detected early or later is a question which we need to answer ourselves. Diseases of the eye, this is also an age-related issue of cataract. Out of the 597 claims, 8 individuals preferred 1/3 of claims, over 10% by amount. Highest number of claims was 62, that was more than once a week. And some of them were associate members. So obviously, these claims has been a drain on our performance. 23 times, 31 times, and 36 times were the other high claim numbers claimed by individuals. The amount-wise distribution of the claim was as follows. Less than 25,000 rupees claims. Majority of the claims came from for this amount. So 42% of the claims came. So almost 50% of the claims from this. And the highest number of claims between 4 lakhs to 5 lakhs, there were 10 claimants and they claimed 8% of the amount. So see, there's a vast variation on the claim amounts. Renewal of policy for SSS was a big challenge because of a consistent high claims ratio. Now, here I would like to emphasize one point because a lot of people have asked that we should stick to one insurance agency. I mean, some people have specified NIA, but let me reiterate that it is not our choice, but it is the choice of the insurance provider whether they want us or not. So actually, if I use the word, went begging to accept us. The following brokers were approached to get a quote. KM Dastur, which were our original broker when we started Sainik Seva Samiti. Odin was the next broker, which we changed to, then we changed to Prudent, and then we changed to Infina. In addition, we approached another broker called Bharat Reinsurance from the TVS group. They in turn approach insurance companies for giving us a policy. There were some insurance companies who outright refused to quote because of a high claims ratios. See, See, this is a commercial activity. They also, the insurance companies do not want groups which have a high claim ratio. Probably because of the high age group of population and relatively small group, this was their decision. Court received for 2,642 claims, lives. New India claim quoted 8 crores 45 lakhs. SBI claim quoted 7 crores 50 lakhs. Magma quoted 9 crores 14 lakhs. In fact, at this moment, Brigadier Jaisinghani and myself actually had doubts whether we will be able to succeed or not. Odin insurance brokers arrange for a meeting with the insurance companies, which is something which is normally not done. This is like going to CDA, asking for your claims to be passed and things like this. They do not entertain people because all their discussions are held with brokers, not with the group. So we had a meeting with the New India Assurance who refused to budge from their court. We had 3 meetings with the New India Assurance and he insisted that, sorry, they wouldn't like to quote to us. After a number of physical meetings with Magma, again, as I said, something not done routinely, we managed to convince them about using ECHS facility concurrently and managed to lower the quote to 6 crores 95 lakhs plus GST, of course. And subsequently, I must add here that Colonel Murli and Commander Charles have done a wonderful job of marrying the ECHS with the current policy, which has reduced the claim ratios. During the discussion, it transpired that there were many claimants with chronic ailments who took policies only to make use of facilities. About 20 members used more than 80% of the insured amount and some 100%. Unfortunately, during the current policy year, we've not been able to reach the premium amount against a premium amount of 6 crores 95 lakhs. Only 5 crores 76%, 76 lakhs plus GST has been paid. Total lives covered is also short. GST and group policy like that of Sainik Seva Samiti is retained under the new policy announced by the government. Natural instinct of any individual would be to shift to individual mediclaim policy. However, this is not practical proposition as in an individual policy, there would be a stringent medical examination, exclusion of pre-existing diseases for 1 to 4 years and capping. As most of us are a geriatric population, none would get medical insurance policy. Thank you.
May I move on to the financial statement, sir?
We have said that we will pause after each agenda item in case there are any questions so that it doesn't get bunched up in the end.
Perfect,
So
sir.
if there are any questions based on the annual report just presented by the secretary, kindly pipe up.
Okay, gentlemen, I request you raise your hands in this indication and we will give you a chance one by one. On the message side, I don't see any hand raised.
Can I come in?
Who's that?
Abnul Vasan.
Sir, I request that we give a chance to the general members first, sir, then we'll come to the directors, sir. If you
Okay.
agree with me, sir, please, sir.
No problem.
So all the members, please, I don't see that, I don't see anyone asking for any chance to speak. If you want, kindly, you can type a message, there is a chat available on which you can say that you would need to, you want to speak.
Or let them just pipe up one by one, because maybe they're not very used to putting up hands and things like that. If anybody wants to ask, just say your name and say you'd like to come in.
So can I come in now or?
Okay, so we take it that no member wants to comment anything on the report which has been presented. Yes, Adil Vasan, sir, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Now, regarding the Secretary's annual report, he has brought out that some individuals have made many claims during the year, and that has had an effect on the claim ratio. So probably next year's renewal time, we may need to consider putting some restriction on any one member cannot claim more than 10 times or whatever, because he has said as much as 36 times, which means almost every 10 days they have been going and claiming, that sort of a thing. So it is better that we consider this aspect during the next policy renewal. That's one. The second point is about switching over to the individual policy. May not be a bad idea, because if you have gone through the various insurers in recent times, there is a lot of development on increasing the base. And as I see, many of the companies have done away with the medical, examination and all that stuff they have done away with. Now they are willing to cover from day one. They are willing to cover from, from the pre-existing diseases and things like that. They have come down very much. So it is worthwhile we look at it and shortlist some companies with whom we can interact and arrive at a better solution, because all that we have to agree with them is, yes, SSS will continue to gather the money like a post office. We take it and pass it on to you, but you must issue individual policies, because with individual policies, you also will get the no claim bonus and things like that. So we must keep an open mind on this aspect in future, because the PED is no more an issue. Many companies have done away with PED. All that they want is declaration. That's all, while the time of application. Okay, thank you. These are the 2 points.
Right, thank you, sir. I'll take them up one by one. Now, point number one, before I say anything more on this, I would like to hear first from the general members and then from the directors and officials, office bearers on this particular aspect, so that we can note a suitable decision, please. So, general members here, do you have anything to say over here? What has been said is that we have about, I think the number was about 20 individuals who have claimed high, I think, and also there are some individuals who have claimed as much as a 36 time in a year, that is 10 days, 10 days one claim as an average. So it was suggested by Admiral Vasan is that next time when we go in for this, we need to set some limits, or we need to take this into account while renewing the policy next year. I would like to hear general members speaking on this, please.
I, Commander Rawat, second what Admiral Vasan has said on this issue.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I, Group Captain Shekhar, negate this proposal, but I request them to review the people who have done this type of thing. Is it a genuine case or it is something wrong? That I leave it to the management to look into it. But no limitation, no restriction, because you never know, some genuine people may suffer. Thank you, sir.
Anyone, any other general member?
Yeah,
This is
between
Commodore
the-
Chitnis.
Sir,
Hello.
between from,
Yeah, please,
Chennai.
1 minute, please, no side talks. Commodore Chitnis, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, this is Commodore Chitnis. One thing that can stop this malaise, if it is so, is that you introduce something called no claim bonus in the next policy. I mean, there's been many members who've claimed, and there are members for the last 4 years haven't claimed a single paisa. So what about considering as an incentive a no claim bonus for those kind of members? That's my.
Thank you, sir, Commodore Ajay Chitnis. So that's a very good point. However, this we have looked into it earlier, that in group insurance policies, there is no individual no claim bonus, sir. We'll have to have some self-regulating mechanism on this. We'll have to decide some action on this.
Yeah, certainly, because it is very obvious that there are some people who are misusing this policy for their own gains, and there are some people who are genuinely supporting this movement, to keep it going. So for year on year, you keep renewing your policy, and if the genuine case, yes, of course, you will claim, but not just because you have to have a cataract operation, you join this year and then next year you leave, things like that.
Right, sir, point taken. Now, any other general member who would like to speak, please?
Yes, sir. I am Captain Vijay.
Yeah,
So,
please go ahead, Captain Anup Beach.
It is actually surprising that once in 10 days, 36 times in a year, a person has gone. I would suggest that if such a issue arises, even if it is genuine, then the person should, after 1 or 2 visits, he should go through ECHS. ECHS does not stop any referrals of such. It is very easy to get a referral. So it is a planned thing. That person knew that he might have to go every 10 days or maybe every 15 days. Then after 1 or 2 visits, he should have just gone to ECHS, and ECHS straight away gives a referral for 3 visits. So immediately, without any hassles, they give. If you want 6 visits, they'll give you 6 visits also. So there was no reason. There is no reason why a person should be going repeatedly to the hospital for the same diagnosis. Thanks.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Captain Vish.
Yeah,
Any other general member?
Yes, sir.
Commodore R.K. Sharma here.
Please, sir, go ahead.
So, one of the point brought out regarding no claim bonus. So what we can do, people who are not claiming, maybe they may have the privilege of, doing 10 times, 20 times, rather than people who are claiming year over year. That is within the power of the board. So you don't need any approval from there. So that kind of a discrimination can be done. People who are not using, if they use more than 10 times, 20 times, they are welcome, because they have not used it for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. It may be thought by the board.
Thank you, sir.
May I
Any
come in,
other-
sir? Yes, sir.
Who's
Kishnor, sir.
Commodore Shrikant Kishnor, please come in.
Yes, sir, I agree with Admiral Vasan, and generally the sense of every member who's spoken so far, except one, that we need to some way limit the number of claims made in a year. I mean, 36 is far too much, but whatever it is, as Captain Vij has also just now brought out, if you know you are going in for certain long haul, then perhaps there are alternative arrangements available to you. And given what the initial opening statement said about the difficulties in getting this, and this being our common sort of initiative or endeavor, I think if we don't take care of it, who will? So I think we should limit certainly the number of claims that are made in a year or something like that. How much to cap and where to cap, we leave it to the general body or the office bearers. But a cap is certainly necessary, sir.
One more, information which I want to share with everyone. You see, in case of ECHS, like I am stationed in Mumbai, if I go to Delhi, I can't take, treatment there using ECHS unless it's an emergency. So this scheme is useful to me. Why I have taken is tomorrow when I'm moving out of station and there is no requirement by me, I can use it. Whereas in case of ECHS, if I go from here to Delhi and stay there for 3 months, I have to change my ECHS station. So this is a scheme which is, can be used by people traveling from one place to other. Maybe their children are there. So that was one of the usefulness of this scheme. Now, if some people are misusing it as being brought out, ECHS is wonderful. I have been going to Ashwini, going to ECHS and getting very good treatment. I have never used any other, treatment other than going to Ashwini or ECHS. Thank you.
So I got your point. I think we need to check this further because
Can I
I
just
myself.
clarify
No, 1 minute,
something?
please. Can the president have his word, please? Gentlemen, no cross talk. So this is a point raised by Commodore RK, sir. I can tell you my personal example. For quite some time, not 3 months, more than that. Well, of course, I hardly used to use the ECHS. The thing is that sitting in Delhi, suppose if I required some referral somewhere, only thing that they did was they communicated online to the Nagpur, which is my primary clinic. Both at Delhi and Kochi, I got coverage from the ECHS without changing my base station. Later on, for convenience, I did that. But this facility exists, sir, and it need not be emergency, sir. You can go for a. In fact, there is a method by which in all this, suppose you are traveling, say abroad, you are traveling somewhere, you can take up to 2 or 3 months medicine from the ECHS polyclinic, and you can use the other place also, sir. So I don't think such a rule exists, sir. Anyway, we'll get it checked, sir.
Sir, I want to put up a point. I'm Group Captain Shekhar, if I can be permitted.
Kindly let's speak on this point about
Yes,
the
sir.
high claims by certain individuals so
Yes,
that
sir.
we can wrap this up, please.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
sir. My point is this claim exceeding the sum insured, sir? No. It cannot exceed the sum insured. So why any restriction or embargo on it, sir? How does it affect the management or our financial this thing, sir? Can somebody explain to me, sir?
Yeah, the point here is there is something known as a claim ratio. Now, by the claim ratio, the figures which have been told to us, we were above 100%, which means that our cumulative claim ratio of the vis-a-vis the premium paid, that was higher. So that's the reason why then the people were not. That means that by overuse by certain people, like suppose if everybody uses it to say 60%, 70%, that is okay. But moment it starts exceeding 80% based on which the company works, they see this as a losing proposition. And what they do is that they hike up their rates. That's what has been happening with us every year. I have myself seen this. Our insurance premium has been going up. There's nothing wrong in using whatever is available to you, but then some people are misusing it at the cost of others. That is the point which is to be seen here.
Point well taken, sir. But let's work out, sir, some situations that we can stop at reducing.
I'll come back to this. I'm just taking inputs right now.
Thank you,
Is
sir.
there anybody from general members on this mode?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
Can I come in, sir?
My hand
Yeah,
raised since about last 3-4 minutes. If I may be permitted, sir, I'll come. I'm Vetrivel from Chennai, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. This is about some other member, doing the claim more than 36 times. I just wanted to know whether this is one odd case. We are spending time to discuss about that particular exception. If it is a case of 5-10 members, and even though we don't know whether this member is an old member since last about 4 years, he hasn't claimed anything at all. Suddenly he developed some medical condition which forced him to get into the hospital repeatedly. There are so many other things which you people know it well. And if at all exceptions like 5 to 6 cases of those many, I don't think it is wasting time here discussing about. That's my submission, sir.
Sir, I'd like
Point
to add. Sir, I'll just like to add.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I would like to mention last Friday, I slipped and my hand got fractured. I went to the hospital. They told me I have to get admitted. So I refused. I don't want to get admitted. Now, the contention is that at the drop of a hat, any corporate hospital, they are ready to admit you. And once they admit you, the claim automatically you can claim. So contention is that it was the easiest thing for me to get admitted in the hospital and get the claim. And I still have this thing because it is under supervision. I've been told that I have to come for review every 7 days. So I'm happy with that. I'll go every 7 days and see to it. Contention is that if a person knows that he is having a chronic problem where he is going to visit the hospital every 10 days or every 15 days, then he should have after 2 or 3 visits, he should have gone to ECHS, and thereafter he could have easily continued. Thanks.
Very good point, sir. Any other point? Any other member would like to speak on this? I think quite a few have spoken on this.
Here, sir. Can I permit it to speak?
Yeah, Commander Gupta, please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I fully agree. I have been a member for last 4 years. And there is a requirement to put a cap because the success of the scheme only depends upon its viability. So there is a need to put the cap. If you use it more than twice or thrice, you should be restricted in your freedom to go to the insurance because you always have ECHS. In case of associate member, the problem arises, they cannot go back to. So we should put a cap on individuals, that is the service members. And in case there are some exceptional cases in the associate members, they should be directed to go to the board in case of a problem. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Any other general member, please?
Sir, there's Colonel Murli has raised his hand.
Colonel Murli is the office bearer.
Sir, I'm talking in the capacity of a general member here. So what one ratio that would make a difference to us is the number of members who have not claimed at all versus the number of persons who have claimed here. In case the former is more than, say, 75%, the later is only 25% here, we don't need to be spending so much of time on putting any restrictions at all here. We still have corpus coming in here for those members who are not habituated to keep making claims, sir. That's only my submission, sir.
Thank you so much. I will come back to this.
Sure, sir.
So I take that no general member has any point now. Now, from the board of directors, kindly come up. I think Colonel Murli wants to speak. Please go ahead, Colonel Murli.
As somebody had brought out, the number of claims does not automatically translate to full claim of the up to the sum insured. There are many. Typically, it happens with dialysis, and dialysis cannot be. It has to be spread out. It is some kind of weekly. So those are the cases we are seeing as the number of claims are more, but the amount of claim is relatively less. What I feel is these things can happen to anybody. So I think there should be no restrictions.
Okay. Any other board member, please?
Yeah, I'd like to come in. I don't know how to raise hand, but I can speak.
Okay, Benji, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just quickly clarify a few things as per my understanding. One is that, like you rightly brought out, I have also taken treatment from another ECHS, including for unlisted procedures like intravitreal injections. So it is possible to take treatment in another polyclinic. That is one. Second point I'd like to bring out is that in a group insurance policy, normally there is no claim bonus. The collective no claim bonus will translate into the reduced premium next year. That's how the no claim bonus works in a group policy. And lastly, after a lot of discussion, Colonel Murli has hit the nail on the head. People going 36 times and 46 times to the hospital primarily will be due to dialysis. And it is not correct for us to put a restriction on the number of times somebody can go. See, he is insured for say 10 lakhs. He can go any number of times up to the full sum insured of 10 lakhs. What you can instead do is simple, is find out what exactly these cases were and put a cap on how much you can spend on dialysis. Simple and short. Thanks.
Thank you, Benji. Any other directors, please? So I see that nobody wants to speak on this. Now, I've heard all people and very well-intentioned points have been raised. Now, the basic point here is that I think to put it correctly is to how do we ensure that the claim ratio remains reasonable. I think that is and it has exercised your EC as well also the BOD on this point. We have had discussions. Of course, that time being we are close to the policy renewal, so we did not really could not make shake the thing. There were quite radical suggestions were there that the highest claiming members we should not renew their policy and so on. So all those were considered, but the fact remains that the very fact, at least everybody would agree with me, that from year one to the fourth year, the claim ratio, the premium has been going up because the claim ratios have been high. That is what it is there. So the fact remains that there is a thing which is either intentional or unintentional. The fact here remains is that we need to encourage more and more people to be using ECHS, and this should be a fallback option rather than being other way around, that this is a matter of convenience. I don't have to go to the ECHS polyclinic and get the referral. And if we say that old people are affected, now the rules are very liberal. Above 70 and above 80, the permissions can be got sitting at home. So that is what needs to be seen, that people need to use ECHS. Yes, about associate members, I agree this. But otherwise, all the officers, even there is a thing that even short service commission officers are allowed to take ECHS membership. So we actually should have majority of the people who are covered by ECHS. So what I suggest is that we evolve some mechanism when we see. And another thing which, borrowing a word from Commander Benjamin Charles, it is there when the request came up for extending the window open for policy renewals, because it has been seen that quite a few people, in fact, there have been cases 1 year a person has not taken up, next year he comes in and within a month he goes in for some procedure. So this is known as adverse selection. Unfortunately, because our open door thing that there is no checkup or anything before a person comes in, people are able to do this. So this adverse selection is also there. This has been noted. So what I suggest the members and the board to consider is that we need to study this both as to when we see this kind of repetitive claims. Yes, we cannot help anybody. Anybody can get onto dialysis. The fact is there whether he or she can use ECHS. When we see, we need to evolve some mechanism where some trigger should be raised and bells should be rung, that we advise the member after say 2 or 3 claims that kindly explore the ECHS. So some such cautionary thing has to be there. And about the people who are actually doing this adverse selection, waiting for a procedure, I request that the AGM agree, the board of directors form a committee. This Dr. Puri Sahab is not present here. Definitely, Surgeon Commodore Puri, who is the director, and also Surgeon Lieutenant Commander
I
Ajit
am very
Kulkarni.
well present here, sir.
Right, sir. Oh, sorry, sir. So, maaf karo, sir. Gustaki maaf kijiye. So, I request Commodore VK Puri, sir, as the chairman of that committee, with Surgeon Lieutenant Commander Ajit Kumar, and we can have either Commander Benjamin Charles or Colonel Murli. One of you please volunteer. And I also request Admiral Vasan also to join that committee. And I request to come up with a proper structure for this, sir. So Benji and Murli, who is going to volunteer? I know nobody is supposed to volunteer.
No, this will work out within the board. There are other
Okay,
people
done.
also will work it out.
So, okay, so let's form this committee. Now, coming to the second point, which Admiral Vasan sir has brought in, that whether the people can go in for individual policies. Yes, that needs to be looked into. It. I think, first of all, we must understand one thing, sir, that first of all, nobody can actually, if we are saying that people can opt out of this policy and get their refund, we are opening a big can of worms. So I don't think we should be looking at that, sir. Secondly, if somebody wants to explore, let them explore on their own, sir. If somebody wants to take an individual policy, I don't think SSS should be getting into it and trying to collect the premium and giving it to them. Sir. We can try to negotiate a better thing for us, sir. But if we people find that they're getting an insurance, individual insurance policy cheaper, then it will be their own things. I don't think we should take that on. And highlighting the claim ratio, I will tell you, for the same cover that for which I am paying about somewhere around about 60,000 or over here, there is another group which is formed. I have taken same policy for 22,000. So claim ratio is very, very important. So we will. So on this, sir, I would like. This is my feeling. If somebody differs with me, please, that we cannot give refunds. Everybody wants to go out. And if people want to go in for individual policies, it is up to them to go. I don't think SSS should take this on and act as a conductor or an agent, sir. So I would like views on this by anybody. I think Commander K. Ramdas sir wants to speak. Please, sir. Ramdas sir, please go ahead. Your mic is muted. Ramdas sir, you switched on in between and you have gone off again. So I assume that you want to speak, sir.
I think it was by mistake.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Right, sir.
Admiral Vasan has raised his hand, sir.
Okay, Admiral Vasan, sir, please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The thing is, I have done some research into this. And the fact is two things which are last 5 years we are facing. One is the majority of people who are never claimed are contributing to the expenses of others. That's one thing. So rightfully, they are expecting that why we are being denied.
Little louder, sir?
So are we speaking on point 1 or point 2?
Point 2. Now.
Okay, sir, please go ahead. Now, claim ratio, we have already deliberated, sir. We are talking about individual policy, sir.
No,
and I feel I have suggested that if somebody wants to take an individual policy, we should not stop them, sir. But SSS should not get into this as an organization.
No, this I beg to differ.
When I get them
think
after
we should
school,
keep the
like
options
sometimes I get them
open.
and they still want to.
Who has started? I think we should keep the options open because our aim is to provide the best services at the least possible cost or better service, whatever it is. We are aiming at that. If simply by substituting the group policy, which in our case has not been found to be working well from the point of view of members, because we are paying every year higher and higher amount, and we have almost reached the single individual policy rates, we are almost reached. And recently, in the last 1 year, many insurance companies have introduced schemes for individual policies at very competitive rates. For instance, now for my age, when I checked up, they want 78,000, which is not bad because you are already charging 60 plus, and probably next year with the claim ratio, you're going to reach there in any case. That's one aspect. So we must keep the options open. And if you are able to have an individual policy through some agency and with SSS acting as the receiver and dispatching of premium, it's fine. We can look at it. There's no bar on that aspect. The second aspect which I want to mention is the benefit of no claim bonus and other thing will automatically come, so that the vast majority of people who are feeling that they have not availed and and they're only paying more and more.
Gentlemen, other people, kindly keep your mics muted.
So
please go ahead,
that
sir.
problem also will get solved. And third point, which I already mentioned, is the companies have reduced the very strict terms. They have started, particularly for elder, they have started scheme from day one, PED, only all the declarations required. And because in other case, we don't
Right,
have
sir.
a declaration.
Thank you, sir. Your point is taken.
No, we don't have a declaration scheme of PED. And that's why we are getting into this problem. So maybe
Quite right,
one of the
sir.
conditions.
Sir, your point, you have made your point. Kindly listen to me now, sir. Sir, I don't know why do we want to act as a broker? If somebody wants to go in for individual insurance policy, we can provide them information, sir.
Can I come
For
in?
individual policy, we can't be brokers.
No, can I come in on this? Two reasons. One is you are putting a resolution which is voted in already, that if you leave the scheme, you cannot enter back the scheme. That's number one. Because you cannot cut sword both ways. Because I may leave because I find a better policy tomorrow outside, and after 2 years when the policy rates go up or something, I may be allowed to return. That's also this thing. Since we have put a resolution which has been passed now, that your people who go out cannot come in. It's that. Then secondly, you are weakening the SSS structure. We have already gone down in membership a bit, and this move will further push the membership down, and it will become more unviable. Thank you.
Other board members, please kindly, I would like to hear you on this. Okay, since nobody is speaking up.
Sir, as a general member, can I put in point?
Yeah, please.
Sir, I don't think so. We should, going in and going out should be allowed. Plain and simple, because it is not a question of a person saving pennies. It is a question of a group also serving each other to an extent.
No, which your point is taken.
So Charles
Okay.
sir has raised his hand.
Who?
Charles sir.
Yeah, Benji, please.
No. See, I just want to come back on Admiral Vasan's point. I'm not very clear. Does he mean that we run the group policy and also run individual policies in parallel? Then it's not going to work. Either we shut down the group policy and just, talk to brokers and insurers and say, give individual policies to our people. That is like what you said, you are just going to become like brokers. So that is one. And secondly, the important thing is that why we are bringing out this restriction that you leave the policy, you cannot come back. Like I'll give you examples. Now, right now, we've got about 1,600 odd members, roughly, I'm saying, Colonel Murli knows the exact figures, who have paid the membership, but they have not taken the policy, right? Now, you cannot jump in and out of the policy in the years that you want to use it. That is absolutely adverse selection. So that is the aim of saying that if you're in the policy, you need to remain in the policy. If you leave, you go, then don't come back. Because you see the problem what has happened this year, because we could not meet numbers. We had to meet that target of 6 crores something, and Secretary has already brought it out that the insurer was not very happy with us that we could not meet the target. In fact, technically, the insurer can tell you that, look, our premium given was so much, you make up the shortfall, which is not possible. We don't have the money. So this is the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, point taken. Any other board of...
respond to Charles?
Sir, I request that kindly, no, sir. I would like to hear some other board member on this.
Okay. I never suggested leaving option to be encouraged.
Sir, I will come up with a satisfying answer for everybody, sir. Let me hear other people, sir. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005 sold. So no director wants to speak. I hereby decide that this matter about individual policy and group policy, though we need to note the tenor that there are people who have said this, yeah, that it should be only Admiral Vasan has vociferously advocated for it. There are people who have not agreed to it. So the uh, board of directors takes this into account and we deliberate this and we come back through a general information to everybody else. In next 3 months, we need to decide on this. I also say that this issue about the adverse claim ratios and the thing about this individual and group policies, we give ourselves 3 months time and we come back on this. Thank you. Let's move on to the other point, please. So any other comments on the annual report, please? Thousand one, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. So there is no other points for this. We take that the annual report is passed. So let's move on to the agenda points now. No financial statements. Please go ahead and present whosoever is supposed to present.
Please give me a second, sir. I'll change over. I'm dealing with a low network connection, sir. Just give me a second, sir.
Will it help if people switched off their video?
Not really, sir. In fact, I'm just stopping the share and then coming back again, sir. Just give me a second.
Okay, so please take it.
Sir, we're there now, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Treasurer, sir, you can start.
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Commander Nozar Engineer, the present treasurer of your Sainik Seva Samiti. You all must have gone through the audit statements of 2023-24 and 24-25. If there are any particular queries pertaining to the balance sheet or audit, we have with us our financial experts who would be only too delighted to help you. Please
Sir,
allow me to introduce to you Mr. Brijesh Dwivedi, our
no,
chartered
sir.
accountant.
No, sir. Arun Kumar, sir, has started sharing. That's why it's coming in the way. So, Arun Kumar, sir, please stop sharing, sir.
You okay now?
Now it's okay. I'll start all over again.
Yeah. Will I start?
Just a minute, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Commander Nozar Engineer, the present treasurer of your Sainik Seva Samiti. You all must have gone through the audit statements of 2023-24 and 2024-25. If there are any particular queries pertaining to the balance sheet or audit, we have with us our financial experts who would be only too delighted to help you. Please allow me to introduce to you Mr. Brijesh Dwivedi, our chartered accountant, who has been with our organization right from the very beginning and has truly guided us as to the processes and procedures to be followed at every step of the way. Also, we have with us Mr. Paresh Bhatt, our point of contact within Messrs. Growwide. They are our back office who has helped in preparing this AGM. All emails that you receive have been emanated from his office. And last but not the least, you have with us Srimati Pooja Dwivedi, who is our help desk point of contact. Most of you, if not all, would have had occasion to speak to her when applying for the policy or later when required for filling up the claim forms. There have been a couple of queries which we frequently get asked. I must clarify this issue for the benefit of some people who may not be knowing that the premiums and the GST element of your policy is in the nature of pass-through, which means that all the premiums, including GST, are passed on to the insurer directly. They don't stay with us. Of course, we give them in lots as required because we cannot possibly give each premium individually. So in effect, nothing from this collection remains with us. I mention this because we get asked this question frequently. Point 2, the only source of income for the organization is the initial registration fee, the membership fees, and the initial annual subscription, the renewal annual subscription fees, and a small part, the interest on the fixed deposits, which incidentally also is taxed at the highest level, around 39% if I am not mistaken. All expenses which are incurred by us are from within this income. Thank you for giving me a patient hearing. In case of any queries or doubts regarding the balance sheet, Mr. Paresh Bhatt and Mr. Dwivedi will be only too happy to resolve. Thank you very much. If anyone has any doubt or any query, Mr. Brijesh Dwivedi or Mr. Paresh Bhatt will be answering that.
May I be permitted to come in just for 1 minute here?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, Charles.
Yeah, see, basically what we want to tell you is that the 23-24 balance sheet unaudited was shared last AGM. Thereafter, we have now shared the complete audited balance sheet. There are no audit reports, no audit observations. This can be adopted by a voice vote. Now, the 24-25 statements are also been shared, but I cannot technically call it officially audited because the signatures are still pending. As far as I understand from our backend team, the audit is complete. The process is that the office bearers have to sign it and only then the auditor signs it. So now what we are seeing is that the secretary is in New York, president is not in Bombay, only the treasurer is there. Therefore, this exercise cannot be done immediately. So what we are saying is that let us adopt this balance sheet. If there is any material change to this, then we will recirculate it. Can I see the next slide, please? Next point.
Sir, if you just give me a second, sir. Screen is frozen. I'll just have to.
No problem. Take your time. So what we're saying is that if there is any issue where there is a material change, then we will give you the final audited balance sheets and we will do a voting like what we did for the resolutions. So that is the idea, because we don't want to carry forward this balance sheet again to next year. Just like last year's balance sheet, we are now getting it approved. So that's a request. It's entirely up to the members. I have finished. Thank you.
Okay, any member, anything on the balance sheet, please?
I'm just going back on, sir.
Yeah, this is important for everybody to see. This is something which I have worked out so that a layman can understand very easily, because I do not know how many of us can really read a company balance sheet. So when I just looked at the whole thing, I said the best thing to do is to put a figure like this to know how much money do we actually have. So we have like about 40 lakhs, which is 34 lakhs in fixed deposits and some cash here and there. And total, you could say that we are worth about 40 lakhs. Okay. Then next point, sir. See, our income and expense is coming to about 13.73 lakhs is our income and 10.78 lakhs is our expense. And out of this difference, then we pay, what is that called, tax also on the interest, things like that. So our surplus this year, or last year rather, has been 2.95 lakhs. So this is just for the members to understand this. You can move ahead, sir.
May I say something about the balance sheet?
Please
Yeah,
go ahead.
please go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Can we defer the
Uh,
approval till it's signed?
There's no problem, sir. Whatever the members feel, there's no issue. We can defer it, we can circulate it, or we can wait for next AGM, up to you all.
Yeah, we can circulate it and then even on the email.
Yeah, so what we are basically trying to ask is, if you can give an in-principle approval to this, and if there is no material change, we will consider it as approved. If there is a material change, we will, but it's entirely up to the general body. You want to wait for the signatures? Most certainly, we'll circulate it and then we can vote on that.
So this is Commodore R.K. Sharma. Can I speak?
Please go ahead, sir.
So, it is to be signed by the board. If the board is in agreement, we have no problem. So you can sign it when it is convenient and circulate. We have full faith in the board.
I will sign tomorrow, sir. Yeah, Peter Pinto. Sorry, I don't know your rank. Kindly go ahead.
This is Commodore Pinto. I agree with the earlier speaker that if we can go ahead and pass it subject to the signatures. If there's any major change, then we should then we should circulate it again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Commodore Pinto, sir.
Yeah, it will be signed by tomorrow. If the president signs tomorrow, I am always available in Bombay, so I can sign whenever required.
I will sign. I am here tomorrow and day after, sir. Right now, I'm in Mumbai, sir.
Right, fine, Kishore.
So I will sign it tomorrow. We'll decide where to pick it up from, and I'll sign it, sir.
Join me for lunch and we'll sign it there. Yeah.
So वो जरा बात करते बाद में separately.
Okay.
So we can move to the
I will
next
take
slide,
that up,
sir.
sir. I'll take that up, sir. लेकिन you know what I like, sir.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So if there is nobody else, Subramaniam, Colonel Subramaniam Muralidharan, please come up.
Sir, just for information of all, that the same balance sheet is available on the website under important documents. Anybody can still study it, and it is available for download and study. Just for information.
Thank you, Colonel Murali. So now
let's keep moving to the other slides of the balance sheet.
that's right. So then we take unless until we are going to have more deliberation on this accounts.
No, we're just running through. This was shared.
Okay.
No, if anyone has any doubt or issue of this, can always get back to us and we can clarify subsequently also to their satisfaction.
No, this is actually, just hold on here a little bit.
Sure, sir.
Because this is something which all members must see in depth to really understand what is our expenses. Please take a minute to peruse this slide. Murali, I think it is the next slide. Did you get the whole thing, or is it this slide?
This is the one. This is the one which gives you a bird's eye view of all the expenses.
Correct. Okay, what I would do is, let us get the involvement of the backend team. If Mr. Paresh or Mr. Brajesh could just come and explain our expenses.
Good evening to all. I'm Brajesh Dwivedi. I'm looking after the accounts of Sainik Seva Samiti since inception. I will just take you up with line by line item. of the. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. So I will be taking up with the line by line item of the expenditure part. So first is the accounts writing charges. Is a and monthly it is a 30,000 amount, and annualized it is 3,60,000. It includes accounts writing, reconciliation of the membership fees, either membership fees or insurance premium with reserve pay receipts, website reports, and update the books of account in a tally accounting package. We are looking into compliances also, which includes GST return filing, TDS return filing, and income tax return filing. So this is what we are looking into accounts overall. Second is the help desk and backend support services. Here the cost is 25,000 rupees per month, and annualized it is 3 lakh. Here, help desk team, they give us a backend support of attending the calls of the members, guiding them whatever way it is possible in case of enrollment of a membership, renewal of a membership, payment of a either membership fees or insurance premium. Then once premium is being paid, and if member is getting admitted to the hospital, and if they are not being attended by the TPA or our insurance broker, then they can connect to the help desk team again, and they can ask for the help. In that case, help desk team assists them. Ultimately, they can't do individually anything. They will be just a bridge between member and the respective support team, say TPA or insurance broker. So they connect to them, and whatever backend support is needed by the board, they provide the assistance in that. So it is basically a main scope of the help desk team. Then it is a recurring insurance premium is a director and officer insurance policy which we are having. We are having an insurance policy for the director and officer, and sum assured is 1 CR, and the premium of that is a 25,000. After that, it is
Kindly,
a
Brijesh ji,
yeah.
kindly explain to the members what this is about.
What? Which one portion, sir?
This policy.
This is a director and officer insurance policy. It covers
so kindly tell them what does
it is basically it assures the director and office bearer if any member make any claim on the association or on the directors ultimately for any sort of communication or any disagreement between the member and the association sort of. If they will put any claim, then directors of the association or office bearer of the association, they are being insured to the tune of 1 CR claim, sort of. Anything else in this, sir? It is an overall thing. It is an overall thing of the DNO policy, sir.
Okay.
Then next head is office rent. Basically, we are having a office premises sort of, because we are having our own files, and registered office needed to be. We need a registered office also. So we are having a one office for registration sake. For there, we are making a payment of rupee 5,000 per month, and it is amounting to rupees 60,000 per annum. Here it is for the month of 11 months. That's the reason it is appearing as 55,000. Then refreshment expenses 54,000. Basically, it is mainly because of that physical meeting happened in last year, September 24. In that we have engaged the place and premises. There we had expenditure basically. So that is 54,000 approx. Then telephone is a basic telephone. Traveling and conveyance.
There's a large increase in the
Sorry?
expenditure on the refreshments.
Yeah, it is basically a food cost and sort of thing. At the time of physical meeting conducted at Cuff Parade last year, 2024. We had a physical meeting last year. Member came to that. So that avenue cost, food cost, those things are there mainly. And no other refreshment
I
sort
think
of.
the point raised by Commodore R.K. Sharma, rightly so, that there is a big difference here. So this meeting was during the last board's time, and this was held. There was actually physical meeting wherein before the AGM to decide on various policy things and other issues. There was a physical meeting called of the board members. And if I'm not wrong, this also included the airfare was paid to that. So it is not
Airfare
the
is separate head, sir.
It is
Traveling,
not
it is
under this.
included. It is covered in a traveling expenses, airfare.
So was this for the people stay here, that mess bill and whatever
Yeah.
catering was
Yes.
done? Yeah,
Yes, sir,
that's why.
sort of. Yeah. It is
RK sir,
a avenue.
RK sir, that's why it is appearing like that.
Yes, sir.
And the year before that, that is in the financial year 23 to 24. So that means 1st April 23 to 31st March 24, there was no such meeting held, sir. So this meeting was held last year, I think, end September, some 26, 27 September or something like that.
Yes, sir. Mid of the last week of the September, it was there. 24.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think I attended for 1 hour. Of course, without claiming anything.
Yes,
sir. It was at the US Club, and we had hired the whole room.
RK sir, does it satisfy you, sir?
Oh, it is not my point. I think
Arun Kumar had asked this point here.
Yeah, Commodore Arun Kumar sir, does that satisfy you, sir?
Yes, it's okay. It's okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So
And
kindly
then,
move on,
sir,
Brijesh.
after that, the main next head, traveling is a nominal amount, 500. Then traveling and conveyance, it is also mainly because of that physical meeting held in September 24, where board member came and attended, and we have reimbursed the traveling expenses to them, air travel expenses. Then software expenses, 4,000, printing basically 3,600. Professional fees 7,500 is being paid to one lawyer who has advised on some opinion taken during the period. Then audit fees is a 15,000 per annum. And last item I cannot see on a screen. Please scroll up now.
That is website expenses.
Website.
47,864 is the
Yeah, it is a website expenses.
Yes.
So in total, it is 9,85,000 in a year for the period of 12 months from 1st April 24 till 31st of March 25. We have made incurred expenses of 9,85,000.
Well, gentlemen, the floor is open for any questions on the financial statements, please. Both 23-24 and 24-25. So I think there are no comments on this. So I can see that on the chat box, some people have said that approved. I propose that if anybody is differing from that, kindly come up. Otherwise, we'll take it that both the votes are passed. And since signatures have not been done on the FY 2024-25, those should be done at the earliest. In case there are any material changes in the what has been presented, then we'll have to go back to the general body through circulation or any other method. So kindly, I take it that we have approval from the general body for finance audited accounts of 2023-24 financial year, and also provisional approval for financial year 2024-25, subject to signing by the office bearer, and there being no material change. In case of any material change, it is very clear that we come back. Okay. Okay.
Kishore, may I come in?
Yeah, please, sir.
I suggest that Brijesh also explain the schedule of income so that the board knows what is the income that we are getting.
Right, sir. Please, Mr. Brijesh.
That's my view.
Please, sir.
So you'll have to go back 1 or 2 slides.
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah, second, sir. I'll have to redo it again.
But there are so many 4-5 heads of income. So the board should know what are the incomes available to us.
Is this the one you're referring to?
No, the one earlier.
Above this. Sir.
Above this. Yeah, that's correct.
Yes. So it is a revenue portion in a year. Whatever we receive in a year from the members mainly. So here we are receiving membership from the existing member who are the member since last year. They pay the renewal fees. So whatever amount we receive from the existing member, it is called renewal of annual subscription fees. It is rupees 750 per member, and whatever amount we have received during the period is 9,39,250 rupees. It is from the existing member. And second category is a new membership. Here, member who enrolled anew for a very first time, then in that case they have to pay three things, three element of the three part of the membership. One is registration fees, second is the non-refundable registration fees, and third is the annual subscription. In this financial year of the consideration, we are having a registration fees of rupee 500 per member. Non-refundable registration fees is also rupee 500 per member. Annual subscription is rupee 750 per member. In total, it is amounting to 1,750 rupee plus GST that we collect for very first time. From each member, we collect once only these three elements. On renewal, we collect only annual subscription. So here the breakup is being given. Annual subscription from new members we have collected 97,250. Non-refundable registration fees we have collected from a new member 75,000. And third is the registration fees. Here also we have collected from a member rupee 500. But as per our bylaws, we are keeping this 500 aside. We are not using this for utilization or for recurring expenses for the period. We are building a corpus for this element. So this element is being parked to our corpus fund and our emergency fund. So it is appearing in a balance sheet. As the reason here it is the amount is zero in current year and previous year. Since inception, this particular registration fees element is a zero in the balance P&L because it is being shifted to the balance sheet as a reserve sort of. So in total, we have received 11,500 in a year from a member plus registration fees, which is being appearing in a corpus fund and emergency fund. Then second, whatever surplus is being left after making the expenses, say in this year we are having a 2,90,000 surplus. So this amount built, and we in previous year the reserve was high, surplus was high. So we have built a fixed deposit. We have parked this amount in a fixed deposit, which is being represented as a fixed deposit in ICICI Bank, which is amounting to rupee 34 lakhs as of now. So whatever amount invested in a fixed deposit, on that we are earning an interest. Interest on fixed deposit is a 2,31,000.
Miscellaneous, which is taxable.
So interest on fixed deposit, sir. Here, in case of association, we are a members. In AOP, we are having a members who came together for welfare of the members only. For us, mutuality of interest concept comes into a picture where income tax department allows us a exemption. They don't charge any income tax on the surplus left after making the expenditure. Say in this current financial year, we have collected 11 lakh, we have spent 9 lakhs out of. We left with 2.5 lakh. That 2.5 lakh is a tax-free income. We are not being charged anything toward income tax. The income tax department has given us the exemption under the clause of mutuality of interest. So that portion is exempt from tax. But the surplus, when we invest that surplus into any financial asset, say in our case, we have invested that amount in a fixed deposit since inception, and that accumulated amount is 30 lakhs plus. Whatever interest we earn on that fixed deposit, it is a taxable income of the association. So this 2,31,000 is a taxable income, and it is being taxed as a maximum marginal rate, so which is around 39%. So we have paid 90,000 plus tax on this amount. So which we have to pay. We cannot claim any expenses out of this surplus, this income of interest. So it is overall the
What is this
taxation sort of.
non-refundable? Why should we call it non-refundable? Yeah.
What, sir?
Chief?
Non-refundable registration fees you are saying, sir?
Registration fee is supposed to be given. It is supposed to be given. Why call it non-refundable?
No, it is a non-refundable. That's the reason it is being mentioned as a non-refundable. Once paid, it can't be refunded. This and registration and it can't be refunded back.
Why I'm saying why call it non-refundable?
Hello, your voice is breaking, sir.
No, I can explain that. So
It is to be paid, period.
You see, when we set up this organization, we looked at the registration fees as something that we would need to use for the website and things like that. So we said, once your membership enrollment, etc., has gone to the website, you have technically used the the infrastructure for it. So that is non-refundable. There were, I think, a few cases where members, after they paid the thing, maybe they said, okay, we don't want to be members anymore. So it is to cater for that eventuality, that if the board takes a decision that, okay, somebody wants to withdraw his membership within a few days of, joining, I think it was that. I know it looks a little odd why we are saying one is non-refundable. Technically, nothing is refundable. So point taken.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It is overall the income portion, sir.
I was just
Any
talking about the
queries on
nomenclature.
this? Any queries on this, please?
There is no need to call it non-refundable.
Yes, sir, you got a point. I agree that.
May I move on, sir?
Yeah, please.
Please.
We have discussed this already. I'm going on again.
This we have dealt with.
Yeah.
So let's go on to the next item.
This is the current one, sir.
Okay.
So just record it that the accounts for both the 23-24 and 24-25 are passed, with the provision that if there is a material change in 24-25, we will get back to the general board.
Okay, let's take this on now. Who's leading? Who's leading, please?
Issue
Should I take this on?
I think the number of people.
Yeah, please take on. Yeah, we are waiting for you to coming in.
Can you please go back one slide?
Start from first slide.
What I'm saying is.
Yeah. I just want to explain this.
Wait, somebody is speaking. Arun Kumar has something to say.
Yeah. I just saying that the number of people who voted very low. Even I'm a defaulter.
So we have hardly 60 people attending the meeting. Kya kare?
We should encourage more people to vote.
No, see, I agree that, but then technically, if you look at it, if 129 people have voted, we have achieved the quorum.
I would like to say, even this has been very challenging.
1 minute, Murli, 1 minute. Arun sir, sufficient number of reminders were sent on this, sir. On the SSS policy group, sir. So
I agree.
we can only bring the horse to the water, sir. We can't make them drink, sir. Yes, sir.
And I would just like to add that this entire process, what we have done, online voting, is exactly what's written in the bylaws. So that, in the AGM, we don't have a confusion and, all that kind of things. So people had time to study it. Detailed explanation was given and they have voted. That's it. Murli sir?
Yeah, I was saying, before going over this has been a very challenging exercise, particularly for our group. Actually, during this period, I was not in Mau and I was traveling, and yet there were so many calls on the inability to log in, logging into the wrong place, having logged in, not able to vote. And in fact, I was quite happy that at the end of the day that we had more than 200 people voting, and I actually thank the members for taking so much trouble to get through the login issues and get through this voting process. We started this exercise about 1 month before, initially with Commander Charles having drafted the resolution. It was deliberated in the executive committee, and subsequently we also had a board meeting where it was discussed, and as per our timeline, on 1st of September it was disseminated to all members. Again, dissemination was an issue because many people didn't get the email, though we made our efforts. Subsequently, it was put on the social media. It was also sent one-to-one to somebody who said he couldn't see anywhere. So the resolution were given 10 days for consideration, and we had this voting window opening on 10th of September, and it was there till 16th September. And I must say, till the last day I was getting queries. I got only 2 hours to vote, let me vote. And some people couldn't vote also because they woke up on 17th. Then on 18th September it was disseminated, and I'll be showing you the screenshots. Please go ahead. Next slide, please. Next slide, please.
Just a minute, sir. I'll have to.
Okay, okay.
When there is a bit of a pause, it freezes really.
Yeah, I understand.
Sorry, gentlemen. Please bear with me.
No problem. Yeah, I come to the resolution. I am putting the application screenshot from the application. I must say that I can see who has voted, but I can't see who has voted which way because the vote itself is encrypted and decrypted at the time of compilation of results. So first I am showing the resolution as screen on the screenshot. It is graphical. The first resolution, it is 97% yes and 1.4 no, and yet to vote is 1.4%. The same way we'll just run through this resolution and then I'll show the compilation. This is number 2, which is on amendment to bylaw. This is just to give a graphic idea, and we'll go over to the next one, please. This is for the annual subscription. There is an approval of 89%. Next. This is about amendment to bylaw, which we'll see later. It is approval is 95%. This is again approval to bylaw regarding physical meeting, 94%. This is one which has got the lowest rating. This is the resolution regarding not letting the members move in and out of the policy. That has got an approval rating of 81%. Next slide, please. We can hold it here. You can take a minute to go over this. It gives the resolution in brief. Then how many for yes, how many for no, abstain, and the total is 215. And the list also I have promulgated who are the people who have voted, because people need to have the satisfaction that my voice has been recorded. So that is there. It is there on our records, and we'll keep it. We'll save it so that you have a record of who all have voted. Any questions on this, please? On the whole process itself.
Yeah, Colonel Mulli, you have done a good job, and Commander Charles for compiling this. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. If there are no queries, you can go to the next.
So, okay. So we take that agenda point number 5. I think 4 and 5, those have been passed. Okay.
Can I continue?
Yeah, please. So we take
Okay,
those
now,
points are all passed.
as per the bylaws, we are supposed to ask members for points, which we asked. 21 days notice was given. We compiled the points. I think there were about 6 or 7 points. So we'll go one by one. We'll go through them one by one. And I would request the member who raised the point, if he is here, then he could tell the general body what exactly he wants done. So the first point is from Amit Kumar Sanyal. Sorry, we don't have the ranks there. It says, can you please help people fill the necessary online forms to get insurance? Is he here? Can he please pipe up and say exactly what the issue question is? Amit Kumar Sanyal is here. Okay, apparently he doesn't seem to be here. But what we can tell you is that the online form to get insurance, technically there is no online form. You fill in a small little, some fields when you take membership. But when you come to buy the policy, you're coming on the website and automatically your details are populated there after your login. And then you go to buy the policy. You're just choosing the sum insured, etc. And you are buying the policy. And if there is any issue there, the help desk is providing the assistance both for the membership part as well as the buying the policy. So the help desk is there in case anything help is required. Otherwise, we directors are also available. People have been calling us. We've been helping them. There's no issue on that. So can we move to the next point? Or anybody wants to say anything on this? Any member has a view on this?
With your permission.
Go ahead, Commander Bal, go in.
Sir, I think his query must be dealing with the forms for the claims. I think this is a point which has been a number of times, I think members have expressed on the group also, that when the forms, if there's a facility to download, if those forms can be pre-populated in the same way that we are pre-populating for, applying for the insurance itself.
We'll come to this point because it is coming up later.
This point is there later on.
Okay.
Can you deal it at that time?
All right, sir. Okay.
Okay.
May I submit, Kishore?
Yeah, please, sir.
If you go to a panel hospital, the insurance just does everything.
So we'll come to that form, that particular point later in detail.
Yeah, thank you, Commander Arun, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. That's a useful input. There is one more point on this, sir. We will conclude on that time, sir, if you allow, sir.
Okay, he had said that he will submit his point by 17th August, which of course is wrong. It should be September, but we have not got his point. So if he is here, he could tell us what his point is. No, he doesn't seem to be here, so we'll move to the next one. Okay, this is the point which we said will come up. Is Pradeep Prasad available? Is he attending the AGM?
Okay, Charles, go ahead, please.
Can you all read this properly? Or you want me to read it out? It says print pre-filled application form in PDF format with the data available with SSS can be generated for each beneficiary and shared over email. This will immediately tell if anyone's details need any correction. Also, during emergency admission, the patient and family member will not struggle and make mistakes to write tedious numbers in ink. Few months earlier, I have already offered my help. Generating PDF is a very small yet very critical work because of so many are more than 70 years and above. So this is the point as far as the insurance part is concerned. Now, there are two aspects to it. One is when you go to a hospital and you are asking for a cashless approval. So I presume that this form is related to that. So when you go for a cashless approval, just like now Commander Arun Kumar said, that you go with your card, you need your e-card. Without e-card, there is always a problem. Recently, we've had an issue of a member who did not have his e-card. So you go to the hospital insurance desk, you're showing them your e-card, your details are there, and then you probably have to fill in something in the form, I guess so, because when I have been to a hospital like this for insurance thing,
Nothing, you have to just sign.
So it is not really
They
possible.
do everything themselves.
Yeah, because each admission, we cannot be doing it in real time. That means we will practically, a few of us will have to be sitting like the help desk Because what is going to happen is either the insurance desk there is going to use a form of the hospital, or they are going to use a form of the designated TPA of your insurance. Now, we do not know, we cannot pre-fill what is the date of admission, what is your treating doctor, what is your diagnosis, whether you have any other insurance that you want to use. So there are many things in that which we cannot pre-fill. So I don't think this is workable, but anyway, we will keep this point in our mind and let Pradeep Prasad come back to us in case he has any suggestion. But filling a cashless.
If I may submit.
Benji,
yeah,
this matter he has discussed many a times with Colonel Murli. And he has told, but he did not agree and he submitted this. Unfortunately, he is not present in this meeting. So I think we don't need to take any action on this.
So this is one
Kishore,
part.
may I submit?
Yeah, please.
When you go to the empanel hospital, the insurance does everything. You don't have to do anything yourself.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. So we take no action on this point.
Just sign.
Next one, please. Right. Any comments on this? Anybody?
Murli sir, bolo.
The earlier one, may I say something about that, sir?
Which one?
The earlier point about pre-printed form.
Oh, we've gone over it now. Unless
No, we have gone over it just for the information of all. Whatever I am saying, just for information.
No, do we want
like
to do
we
anything
have
on
something
this?
called a sample form, which is available because when it comes to reimbursement of claims, that is the time when we require more help. There is a sample form available with detailed notes. And on WhatsApp also, you can anytime download that sample form or a pre-filled form that will give you an idea what to fill where. That we can also further disseminate, maybe even put it on social media, so that anybody who requests to fill up that form has got something to go by. Thank you.
Even in the non-empaneled hospital where you go, the insurance desk does the complete filling of the form. You have to just submit the completed form to the same insurance desk.
There are two
Even
parts,
in the
sir, Part A and
non-empaneled
Part B.
hospital.
Part B they will fill, Part A the insured has to fill for reimbursement.
Reimbursement, then you complete the papers and then send courier.
Part A is by the insured and Part B is by the hospital.
Can I come in, President?
Yeah, please come in, Ramchandran sir.
This is regarding that previous point which we have been talking about, the filling up of the forms Part A and Part B, which was said, especially when it comes to question of claiming the adjustment claims. If one person goes through ECHS and the balance amount is being claimed, that is where the doubt comes in the Part A part, which one has to be filled by the individual. There, what is the amount to be filled up, etc. They are asking for details of the hospital bills, etc. And what you must fill in there is a doubt in that. So that is what can be clarified by what Colonel Murli has said. A pre-filled one, if it can be sent by email or whatever it is, it will help the members, please.
You can do that, sir.
Yeah,
quite right.
It
But
is
I
not
think,
a pre-filled form. It is a sample form giving instructions as to how to fill. It is not a pre-filled one. It is a sample one.
Okay, kindly go ahead with that. But also, we have a thing that there was an agreement reached with our broker, and that document has been shared with everybody. We can let it be on the website and let people see that procedure. Okay, let's move on to the next point, please. This point we have discussed. We have discussed this earlier, and we are forming a committee on this, so the board will decide on this. Next.
Okay, this point is from Anil Prabhakar Phatak. Is he here? Okay, he's not here. Okay, on a personal note, I think this point makes a lot of sense. What he is trying to say is that you just go in and tell the insurer that the base policy for everybody will be a fixed amount. And on top of that, people can take top up as much as they want. A top up is always more cost effective than the base policy. But the issue here, what you must not forget, is that your room rent is based on the base policy. So if this has to be thought of, we will definitely try and discuss this with the broker to see what is the feasibility of this. Because remember, first year we had the top up option, but then there was some issue about so many people must take top up, that this, it all became into one chaos. Next year we said, okay, forget top up. But we can think of this, but the base policy to my mind cannot be 3 lakhs and 5 lakhs here, because unless it is 10 lakhs, you will not even get a room rent of 10,000 rupees. Now, somebody in Delhi NCR might say that is not enough for me. I need at least 15 lakhs base policy because rooms here cost 15,000. So that is where the problem is found. So unless the insurer agrees that you can choose any policy and then give a top up on top of that, we'll have to examine this. Any views on this? See, also I'd like to add that
unless there is a very vast difference.
So I'll just finish, then you come in. Just 1 minute. See, there is also an issue that each individual member's insurance requirement is different. Like, for example, now if you keep a flat sum of 10 lakhs, somebody will say, no, I am single, my spouse is no more, I don't want 10 lakhs, maybe I want only 5 lakhs. So there are a lot of intricate issues which will come inside this. And, deciding on a flat base sum is definitely going to be a little difficult, but we will try and see, and we will see what options are available. So please go ahead.
Unless there is a vast amount of difference in premium, stick to
Arun Kumar, sir, please go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Unless there is a very large amount of difference, status quo.
Okay. Copy.
Can I come in, sir?
Yeah, please come on, Ashok Kumar, sir. Please.
Yeah. Basically, what I think as far as that previous slide was concerned, that we can have a fixed policy, maybe 7.5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, saying that as far as the room rent, we have fixed it as 1%. Instead of saying 1%, there are many policies which say single AC room, right? You fix it as a single AC room, it will satisfy most of the. That clause is that is available in many. I have other outside policy also where it says single AC room. It does not say it is 5,000, 7,000, 8,000, 3,000. Just says a single AC room.
Yeah, good
that
point.
That clause will solve the minimum slab. You can say 7.5 lakhs can be the minimum slab for everybody, and then the top up over and above the 7.5 lakhs can be done.
Yeah, good point. We'll look into that. We'll talk. Murli, will you take on this, or who's supposed to do this?
I'll take on, sir.
Yeah.
What you see on the top left, this is screenshot straight from our website. What you see on the top left is 1,613, the total number who are still technically members, even though they may not be policy holders, they may not have paid the fee, membership fee, even for 2025. As long as 1 year doesn't pass, we don't strike off the names. So that is the number. New membership, what we have is 143. Policy holders are 1175, which is down from 1337. This year we have about 150 less. Then total membership payment is 1,300. That means you can see in the month of January, people had taken membership, but for some reason they have not taken the policy just a month later. Then total lives covered is 2,284. Just the numbers. Anything? Any question?
Yeah, this was also covered by Secretary, where we have fallen short of the lives covered and the premium amount which was supposed to be paid to the insurer. So we need to be very careful when we are negotiating next year. And this is also got relevance to this issue about that you cannot move in and out of the policy, especially because there are various fragmented groups coming up to say that, okay, we will start a policy of our own. And many of these policies may look attractive. I'll tell you why. Because they have no history of claim ratio. So when you go to an insurer, like when we went the first time, we had no history of claim ratio. You can get a pretty good quote. But within 2 years, the whole thing can turn upside down, because if your claim ratio is high, your premiums are going to go very, very high. So we felt that there is a need to inhibit people from moving out on these considerations. And then later when they feel, I need to use the policy, and then come back. Okay, that's it.
The other point to this, sir, if I may, we have reduced the maximum premium from 20 lakhs to 15 lakhs. That has also contributed to the total premium deposited.
Yeah.
Can I come in, sir? Ashok.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Basically, maybe we have our opening of the insurance policy period, right, was only 3 months. Maybe if we had another month extra, we could have achieved the thing, number one. Number two is, by the end of April, those who have not taken the policy but are a member, we can send SMSs, or we can send mails to them, and also tell the call center to call up their numbers and tell them to take the policy. Their membership is already approved. Please take the policy. Just as a reminder, let them do that, so that our members, whoever have become a member, will at least take a policy. That can be one way of taking.
Okay, good suggestion. Okay,
So
next
generally,
point,
we
please.
also, if I go to an online site for some taking a policy, after second day onwards, I keep getting calls from them. Sir, are you interested in taking a policy? Right? Will you take a policy? So this will help us. At least those who are members, we can give them a call and ask them to take the policy.
Okay, point noted. Next.
Shaul, sir, should I take on, or you will? This year we got a claim ratio of 37.31 so far, which translates to earned ratio of 72.05.
Kindly
That is
explain these two terms for benefit of everybody.
Just to highlight this, if we go at the same rate as we are going now, after 6 months, we have reached 37.3% we have consumed. Then by the end of the year, we are expected to reach about 72%. However, it may spike or lower, but generally this year we expect to be well within that 85 or 90%. So which is a good sign. Then the table below, it just gives the numbers that how many claims we have received so far, how many paid, and how many under process. Basic figures: total claim, which includes the cashless, which is claimed by the hospital, reimbursement, which is claimed by the individuals. Total, it works out to 191, out of which 119 has been paid, 53 under process, and rejected is 19. Though the numbers look big, most of it is on technical issues, that one claim has been rejected and the same person has claimed it correctly subsequently, like somebody giving a wrong number or a wrong name or something. So for details, if somebody wants, I can provide any individual case.
It's good to hear that the number is likely to come down. It only shows that members are all very healthy.
Okay, now we have an open session. Any points by anyone can raise, please, but one by one.
So can I respond to the last point?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Regarding this membership figures which are given, I think we should work on increasing the membership at least by 10-15% every year. Otherwise, it won't be sustainable in the long run. because the membership has actually come down slightly last year. So we should aim and have a program by which we will enlist at least 300 more members for enrollment with the policy next year. That's one point. The second point, in the claim ratio for this year, I think most of the claim ratios we have seen, the higher claim ratios happen in the second half of the year. So we cannot be certain that it will land up at 78. Invariably, by past experiences, it may well touch 100. Thank you.
Most of the issues of the group health policy we kind of discussed earlier itself at the time of the annual report. But if there is any further point, you can come up. And I also like to tell you that I think the issue right now is a lot to do with the issues that members are facing while getting hospitalized or trying to file a claim. There is no excuse for not having the e-card. Now, this is something which there were a few cases where the e-cards were issued very, very late. We are sorry for that. There were some issues anyway. But having the e-card is very, very important. And also many cases I am seeing where people are saying that, look, I know we have a policy here. My husband is no more and I don't know what to do. Now, it's very difficult when somebody tells you like that, even to trace out his name. At least, if, okay, you get the husband's name, then I can go onto the website of Odin and find out, okay, this is your card, download it, send it to them. The, what is it called? The family does not know. So these are issues which we need to individually look after, like an emergency medical file, keeping your e-card, knowing the process. Because see, at the time of the crisis, that's the time everybody wants immediate answers from us, where it becomes a problem. So what I'm trying to bring out to you is that would anybody like to have Odin giving a presentation or an interactive session with what are the problems they are seeing from our side and what are the methods? We can organize a presentation by them. It's mid-policy year. Because there is no point now trying to explain terms and conditions of the policy. That was all before buying the policy. But right now in the policy servicing, what are the problems they are finding that we are not doing right, etc., etc. If you feel there's a necessity, we could ask them. They are more than willing to do a presentation.
Sir, Ashok Kumar sir has raised his hand.
Yeah, I have 2 points, sir. One is a practical problem, right, regarding utilization of ECHS, because during emergency, it so happens that you cannot go to a ECHS recognized hospital. It will take you time. The nearest hospital people will like to take, right? So it does happen. It has happened to me also. I have taken my wife across. So the nearest hospital is hardly about half a kilometer. But after the initial emergency aspects are over, and they have said now admit, which will take roughly about 1 to 2 hours time. So after that, I have told them, okay, admit, please take, I want an ambulance with a doctor support and transfer the patient from this hospital to an ECHS recognized hospital. So I have done that over the night, which took almost 2 hours or 3 hours for the transportation and going to the different hospital and getting admitted in ECHS recognized hospital. And then the treatment is totally free. Nothing has to be done. Only I had to pay the initial payment in this emergency hospital, which may have worked out for 10 or 15,000, which I have paid and cleared. So my suggestion is people can utilize ECHS facility even in emergency. For the first emergency part, go to the nearest hospital. Subsequently, take an ambulance with all the support facilities and go to the ECHS recognized hospital. That is one good way of ensuring that people go to ECHS, utilize that facility more than utilizing SSS. If there is no ECHS recognized hospital in your nearby area, then there is no choice to go through the SSS policy. That is first suggestion. Second point was George was bringing. I had a point of that. Forgot what it was. Okay, when I remember, I'll come back.
Any other points, please?
Can I speak, Commander Satish Chandra from Bombay?
Kindly go ahead, Commander Sudhishan.
Okay, all right. So I want to share something this week. What had happened? I'm a new member. At the time of joining, of course, I had no problem with my eye. And I have been going down to the ESH Imperial Hospital 4-5 times, and every time they suggested some, to put in the eye some drops and all. I changed the doctor, and then she tells me that you need a transplantation of your cornea. Then I went outside and showed to the best of the 3 corneal specialists in Bombay, and they suggested that I would have to get immediately the cornea transplanted. And every time they said, but however, you have to put your name on the, you have got a bank here, corneal bank, and you would have to have your name put there. And when your turn comes, we will transplant it. I checked up one of the best corneal specialists who is in the Apollo in Hyderabad. I gave him a call. He was abroad. He attended the call and he told me he's coming back on 8th there, and 8th of September. And you come over on 8th there, and 9th I will transplant it. I said, Doc, what about the cornea? He said, don't worry about that. It will be arranged. And every time he gave his, secretary's number, secretary repeatedly told me, you come over, there's no problem. We'll have your cornea transplanted. I gave a call to Charles, very thankful to Charles. I asked him, I said, Charles, what do we do? And he said, get in touch with the Apollo, level 1 and level 2 and level 3. I got in touch with, I must share here, the Apollo had been very kind and very nicely attended by all the calls. And the first level contact happened to be the Mrs. Shraddha Shetty. She was very nice. And then she said, you just WhatsApp to us and we'll have the pre-authorization given. And I landed up on 8th. Doctor came from abroad on 8th. He checked me in the evening, and 9th, I was transplanted with the cornea. In the total, in the last week, the Volo had been very kind. I spoke to the Ankush also, and Ankush said, sir, you send it everything to us. The pre-authorization was given on 9th itself, which was 1.5 lakhs. But the final bill when submitted by the doctor, by the hospital, was 1,77,000. And the Volo had on, it was, the transplant took place on 9th. And Volo promptly had given the final approval amount to be, the authorized amount, which was 1,01,000. And it was written there that the amount to be paid by the insured is 69,500. Now, if you go to the last slide, of course, you said it rejected. How many? And there are all on technical grounds. What I'm saying is that you see, we have nowhere said when actually the complete amount has been, most of the amount has been passed, but a major amount has not been passed for some or the other reason. That point we have not covered in this slide. Now here, if you see that what is not claimable is your tissue processing, which is your 60,000 tissue processing has not been allowed by Volo. And then when I check the bill, it says it is a hospital services. So I really do not know what exactly I'm supposed to be doing next. Thank you very much indeed. In case you can advise me that in case such cases happen, where a major portion of the bill has been denied, and it says a non-claimable expenses. This is what it says. The bill amount is 66,920. And deductible amount 66,920, and that is your micropore 5,500 and tissue processing charges 60,000. Medical records, etc. That you can is minor amount, but 60,000 and 5,500 is not claimable. So you said you are going to have this, the subcommittee, being formed to go through all the. I do not know the corneal attack is there already or not there, and how much is being permitted there under your already cleared with the insurers, but this is I wanted to share with the members.
I have a small, can you do a reimbursement claim for ECHS if you're not intimated to ECHS earlier? You can intimate and get a time bar sanction, and ECHS will be able to pass the balance amount.
Sir, it is such a tedious affair. I would not like to do that. I mean, it is so tedious to have this claimed that what has been not passed by the by the Volo at that time, what is given here. It is explaining. I can share with you. My wife had been operated for L4 and L5. Bill was about 5.5 lakh. I never claimed it from the ECHS. Okay, so therefore I'm not going to do that. And in order to spend, I'm a working man, and therefore I'm not going to have this trouble taken of expecting some or the few thousands of rupees from there. That's not worth it.
Choice is yours, sir.
So anybody has got any comment, you can advise me. Can non-claimable expenses, how do we have it judged by the Volo? I mean, by the insurers, that says the hospital services, and that has been denied, and that is 60,000.
So did you get an answer from Odin on that, sir?
He is going to arrange a meeting. Ankush, I told him. He said he is actually the only the agent, and he would like to have it who has actually the doctor who has denied it. He will have a conference call along with him.
You said this is what tissue processing charges. What exactly does it mean?
And tissue, it says tissue processing, but under the heading on the bill when I saw, it is the hospital services. I don't know if anyone if you have come across this terminology, but this is under the hospital services.
So hospital services not paid in SSS, sir.
No, hospital services has been denied.
Yes, sir, it is denied.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No?
These things can be claimed. Sir, a similar such case with another person, Commander Rahman or somebody. A case was like that. So the balance, whatever was there, more than 1,07,000 or something, was put through ECHS. Okay, it is a process, time-consuming process of 3 months to 6 months, but the whole 1,07,000 was paid by ECHS subsequently. So I say you have to take some pains to get that balance amount.
Thank you very much for your advice, sir. Thanks.
Can I come in, sir?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I'm Kan Shauche, and I want to speak about my claim, which I have. I was admitted in the non-imperial hospital, and I also informed ECHS. Now it is 3 months past since the bill was submitted to the TPA and this thing, and I have been always told that it is under payment, and nothing is happening. And I learned just about 3 days back that there is some problem between the insurance company and the hospital, and they clearly told me it is not your problem, it is between them. Your payment will not be affected, but I am not getting the claim as yet. I talked to Colonel Murli, and I have also sent a WhatsApp to Commander Charles.
Okay, so we will kind of review your case because a lot of things come from offhand, at this age, even our memory is not too good.
I agree.
But what I'm saying is in all these issues, the right thing to do, 2 things. One is keep the communication alive so that they do not say for whatever reason that, you were given so many days to reply and you did not reply. That is one. So keep the communication alive, keep asking them what's the status. Second thing is raise the level to Odin. Let them find out from the TPA what is the issue, what is payable, what is not payable, why it is held up. They will do the needful.
Yeah, I am talking same thing that Odin has told me that the issue is between the hospital and the insurance, and TPA had a meeting just about 2 days back, and they said we'll sort it out, but it is 3 months, and I want to also go to ECHS for the part claim because this has been partially passed by the insurance company, and 3 months is the period for submission to ECHS from the date of admission, so it is getting time barred.
Is it a cashless or reimbursement, sir?
No, it's reimbursed. No, I went to a non-imperial hospital.
If it is a reimbursement, it cannot be between hospital and insurance, sir.
No. In the sense that cashless, in the sense the insurance company has approved the bill and all everything, but they are not paying to the hospital as yet.
I'll just check up and get back to you, sir.
Okay, sure.
Easily you can check it. You have to keep the communication alive as
It's alive.
Commander Charles
I'm
said,
constantly monitoring. I got all the emails.
and I can give you the status. Now, regarding the previous case,
Yeah.
I must say that what the slide was, what flashed a rejected claim. It is not the rejected amount. This is the total claim is rejected. Only then it shows up. And almost in every case, the hospitals always try to inflate the bill, and the insurers always try to beat down the amount. This is a kind of continuous thing.
Yeah.
In each case, we have to check it case by case. There have been cases where initially rejected, reopened, and passed. There have also been cases initially rejected, reviewed, and again told that it doesn't come under our claimable list. So we'll have to see it. I'll check up, and we'll escalate it.
Yeah, I fully agree with you, Commander Srichandra, once again. I fully agree with you that hospital do inflate the bills and accordingly they submit. And in my case, what I have just quoted is exactly the same thing that happened. The bill was for 1,77,000. When I took it up, or rather I had my son along with me, I was not in a state that I could go to the hospital and do that. And when he took it up with, I said, you take it up with them, that the bill is high. And they reduced the bill. Okay, and the same very medical expenses with tissue processing charges, which was earlier and had been not allowed and happened to have been given there as the 60,000. They had brought it, the overall bill was brought, but the tissue of charges was kept the same. Okay, so I mean, hospital charges were kept the same, but however, overall bill has been reduced. So I do not know that you look like you said that we should take it to the Odeon, the next. So I think maybe I will do that. And surprisingly, I think it is worth sharing. It was Apollo Hospital in Hyderabad, and Apollo people had this bill was submitted to the TPA of Apollo TPA was 1,77,000, and when we took it up with them, okay, that bill is appears to be not okay. Then they reduced it to 1,38,992, and I paid the 37,000. Something like that, over 37,500. This is what I paid before I came. But earlier, what had not been allowed and told I would have to pay by the Volo, and that was told to be 69,522. It's quite interesting to know that. Okay, anytime you happened at such a prestigious, hospital like that of Apollo, where TPA, Volo had told me that I would have to pay 69,522. And this was actually hospital when brought it down, it came to a payment by me only 37,000, something like that. So I want to know, seek the opinion of the people in charge that whether I should claim this one or ठीक है ये.
यार एक आदमी के लिए इतना लंबा खींच रहे हो यार.
This is only I am sharing my experience so that everybody get educated. What can happen even the such a prestigious hospital like
You
that.
share it on email.
Sorry, I okay. I will share it with the email. On which email address? On SS. Okay, I will give this summary of that one. Thank you.
Any more points, anyone? So there don't seem to be any more points now. I think next item is the vote of thanks by the Vice President.
So we have some closing remarks in the slide.
Yeah, please. Yeah, this point about increase in number of members has been discussed. The board will have to deliberate on this and take some action. This point, who will take this on, please?
You're muted, sir. We can't hear you.
I am not
VP
muted.
sir.
I am not muted.
Sir, Brigadier Jaisinghani is speaking something.
Okay.
He's still muted, sir.
Brigadier Jaisinghani, sir?
He's trying to speak, sir. We can't hear him.
Yeah, I'll just call him.
Sir.
Okay, gentlemen, Brigadier Jaisinghani is going to speak from my mobile now. He is not able to get the audio on. And okay, kindly go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, members and board members and all our members who have come and joined today for the annual general body meeting. Let me firstly thank you all for taking some interest in this organization. Sainik Seva Samiti is your organization, and we are all here for you all. But when I see people coming on the, WhatsApp messages, abusing one another, it is ridiculous, totally ridiculous, because I have not been brought up this way. So I will be right in front to tell you all, please do not behave in this manner. There are some members who try to, take away our organization. And that is why the shortfall has come. Because till the last, people were wanting, we should not succeed. Then I'm also like our director IT, infantry guy, I'm an artilleryman. I have to put my things through. So we managed to get this Magna. And we also, by the way, the insurance company which we had all these years, they brought their thing down. They were not agreeing to anybody. None of this, brokers managed that. We brought it down also. Still, it was higher than Magna. So we had to buy force. And if somebody tells you that we did not tell Infana, we also gave the opportunity to Infana to change. They did not quote. Commander Ajit will be witness to that. We were waiting for the quote from everybody. So we should get the quote. Anyway, at the outset, I like to thank Commander Charles and Colonel Murugaran. They have been fantastic and they have helped this organization to the maximum. Not forgetting our Admiral, who is a president, who has also done a lot of work to make us, go away. So let me thank everybody, including our Ravi Shankar, Wing Commander Ravi Shankar, who has helped us to get this thing done. My only request to you all is, please tell the friends to join our organization. I can assure you, whatever little bit work we are doing, Ali, I'm not doing any work. Whatever little bit work we are doing it for you all. For all the members. And if all these cases which have been coming on, I am one of your rep here. Commander, the secretary is also a rep in Mumbai. We can go to Odin, we can go to Magna, we can go to TPA. In fact, we had also organized a meeting with Odin and Magna and the TPA so that members can question them and they'll be able to answer you. We'll keep that for the next time. For the coming months or so, whenever we are free, we can do a meeting with those guys so that you can generally come to know what is to be done. On these cases which are coming, people are saying partially claim pass, not claim pass. I think Commander Charles and Murli have been doing a lot of work, but it's all sketch stuck somewhere. We are here to go and meet those guys also for you all and see that. But don't just palm it off to us. Presently, I see people are palming off to Commander Charles, Murli, do this, do that. No, we all are, all are party to it. So we all need to do our bit also. So kindly do that. And I'm very, very glad to see good attendance today, because never have there been attendance being like this, what it was today. And even for passing those things, we had 200 authorized, which is a very good figure. And you see today in the meeting, people, in spite of advertising and telling people, only few handful of people have joined. 60 odd people. Thank you once again. Thank you, Admiral. Thank you all my members and the board members for a lovely annual general body meeting. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Murli. And thank you, Ravi Shankar, once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Vice President, sir. Definitely, these 3 points which are flashed on the slide now, definitely increase in members we have discussed, and I request each one get some more members. That's the only way this is going to work. And organizationally, what more we could do? I think next BOD meeting or next EC meeting followed by the BOD meeting, we need to deliberate on this. The new maps for health in market. Who's put this point? Could you kindly explain this?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Murli, can you hear me? Murli,
Yes,
can
sir,
you hear
loud
me?
and clear, loud and clear.
Yes, sir, I can hear you very well.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? No.
Good, congrats, sir.
Hello.
So now,
Yeah,
this
you're
new
loud and
apps-
clear.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
New apps for health market.
Phone today.
What is the point here?
I lost everybody's voice, yeah.
No, sir.
We can hear you. You're loud and clear.
Now, this point about new apps, how has this come here?
Hello.
Who's the owner of this?
Can we drop this point? I've not understood what we have got to do with this.
Okay, right. Cost cutting, definitely. We need to look at it, and we will deliberate on the EC on this. Vote of thanks for participation has already been concluded. So, if there is there anything more?
Yeah, I think the general members can also like to thank you, Colonel Murli, and also Commander Charles, with whom we generally having the interactions. And thank you very much indeed, Colonel Murli, and also Commander
you
Charles.
see me?
Okay. Thank you so much. All the office bearers, both I have thanked, taking specific names, and also Brigadier Mohan Jaisinghani, sir, as the Vice President has done it. I also thanked even also for Wing Commander Ravi Shankar. This has been thanked by me as well as Brigadier Mohan Jaisinghani. So I will thank you, Wing Commander Ravi Shankar, for making this meeting possible and adopting of various things through the digital medium. We really thank you and we look forward to your further support and contribution. So also all Colonel Murli, Commander Charles, Brigadier Jaisinghani, Sergeant Lieutenant Commander Ajit Kulkarni sir, and all members of the BOD. Thank you for all your support once again, and we look forward to your cooperation. And of course, the members, we are there for you. And I also compliment everyone. The proceedings of the AGM have been quite good. They are conducted in a business-like manner and congenially. There was no disorder. I think for that, each and everyone deserve a big clap and kudos from all of us. Thank you so much, and we will close this meeting now. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thanks to also our back office team, all three who attended. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanamali.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you for
Hello, Nozzle sir.
I will soon make this recording available in our YouTube channel and then send in a mail to confirm this, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
That will be
Hello,
nice.
Murthy. Hello, Nozzle. Okay, good night. Thank you.
Noza sir, take care.
Some ladies
Noza sir,
speaking.
take care.
Thank you.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
And thank you once
Kishore.
again. And Puri sir, thank you. Look forward to your help, sir. Vasan sir and all board members, sir. I have not gone through the names because all the names are not visible to me here. But thank you, all of you.
Thank you,
Each and everyone.
President, and all the members.
Kindly pardon me if I have not taken somebody's name.
Last time I could attend. Very happy to attend that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we will end the meeting now, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, President, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm leaving.